fencing on the creek and no revegetation.
Yep.
So our project is actually creek management.
Yep.
And so we wanted to exclude the stock, get some revegetation happening in order to prevent stock eroding the bank through travel and
Yep.
grazing, etc. And just try and make a bit of a reserve, like a long reserve. So we've made sure to give it plenty of width.
Yep.
We've got an average of 4 rows of plants, both eucalypts as well as understory.
Yep.
Approximately 12,000 along the length, which is about 3 to 3.5 kilometres. We finished all the fencing this time last year after harvest, and then integrated with creek management, you always have crossings that have to be negotiated, and we had a crossing 60 metres to the north.
Yep.
But as David pointed out, that's where the Western Power goes through, so we do need access for public utilities to transport their vehicles through there.
Yep.
For servicing, etc. and maintenance. But it's on a bend, and it's become rather steep to negotiate for big heavy vehicles as well as our own farm machinery. And so David suggested we move down the creek to a place where there's no curve, that's straight.
Yep.
Because we needed to taper back the profile to make it a more gentle access.
Yeah.
In and out,
Yep.
because it was just too steep. And the other contingency up there is the fact that there's a optic fibre cable running right through there, and so we did not want to go digging around there.
It's a big ticket item, isn't it?
It is a big ticket item, so the common sense thing to do was to come down here, and so David picked this spot out here, which is absolutely ideal.
Yeah, right in the middle of the straight stretch.
Right on the straight stretch, so there'll be minimum disruption of the flow and banks.
Yep.
Critical to this project is the level of the creek, of the actual floor of the crossing. It must be at or below creek level,
Right.
because we don't want to have any water cutting the top out.
Yep.
So the finished level is at or below creek flow.
Yep.
That is a critical part of the design. There's about 75 cubic metres of gravel's gone in here, and in the centre section it's been stabilised in 2 layers with 1.5 tonnes of cement.
Wow.
Blended in with the gravel just to give it a seal.
Yep.
And just a little bit of water, and then it's been rolled with a Dynapack roller. David did. It's not quite finished yet, because just here on the tail of the overflow we'll have some rocks just to prevent any undercut as the water goes past. So we'll just have to clear away some of that edge and get some good sized stones in there. Once again, have it down low.
Yeah.
Below the level, or at or below the level of the creek.